Hey guys, so I ordered some stuff in the mail for the iguana and I've been waiting for it, but today one of the things got here and I was gonna do a video about it. I also probably have the other things that I'm getting in this video because haven't got them yet, but by the time I post this video I probably will have. So I got isopods, and if you don't know what isopods are, they're not like springtails, they're not that small, but they're a little bit bigger, and they're part of, like, they're one of the essential parts of a, like, terrarium or a vivarium where you have an animal living in something that you would try to make as natural as you can. So they're the little bugs that basically eat the all the dead stuff in like a forest or something like that. So when trying to recreate like a forest environment, you'd probably want these, or any kind of environment really. So I got isopods. They're called giant crayon, I don't know, would it be this? Called giant crayon isopods, and I don't really know the difference except that they're really big, and yeah, they were the cheapest on the website. I was talking to somebody and he deals with frogs, and he said that he would use this website, so ordered them from here, and I counted 11, but I'm sure there's more, and they're quite large. So I'm gonna be rehousing them, and I'll be rehousing them in this container, and the white stuff in the bottom is just from like washing it and stuff. It's, I don't know, I think it gets like burnt from the dishwasher. It's kind of old. And I have this, and it has lots of holes in it for them to breathe, but hopefully it's not too many because it's supposed to be quite humid. So let's get started. So first I have dirt, and it's just topsoil, and I sterilized it. I put it in the microwave and I dampened it because, again, these guys like damp environment. So I'm just gonna dump this in then and see how this goes. Okay, so it's kind of still warm, so I need to spread it out and cool it off. Try to make sure there's no clumps from the wetness. Try to spread it around, kinda. So I also have other things to put in here. I don't have any wood to put in here because I didn't want to have to go sanitize a piece of wood right now. But I have some leaves. I have some lettuce for food. I've been growing tons of lettuce in my garden. That's what I'll use to feed my iguana for a while. And it's nice because I know there's no like anything unnatural in it, and I also know that there's no bugs on it because there's no holes in the leaves or anything like that. So just trying to mix this around. I will also mix in what's in with the isopods, but I don't want to hurt them, so I'm just kind of seeing how this goes. Okay, so it seems pretty moist, and again, quite warm. I'm trying to make it not stick because I want them to be able to crawl around, but this is too small to keep them in, and I'm hoping I can kind of start a culture, so then I don't have to add them all into my iguanas thing, and then I can have some backup, kinda. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of cold water and kind of let it cool off. Okay, so I added a little bit more Eco Earth. I added some Eco Earth, and it cooled down. So now I will be adding the actual things, and then I'll be adding some leaves, and then some lettuce. So now you'll actually be able to see the isopods here. And they are quite big. I've never seen an isopod this big. They're also called pill bugs and wood lice. I don't think there's really any difference, but I use all three terms. So, okay, here. It doesn't seem like they roll into a ball, probably because they're quite bigger than most that I've seen. It looks like they just kind of curl up when they're uncomfortable. So I'm gonna try to find some and put them onto, they have a very good grip, it seems. Put them onto this lid, so then when I put the, like, I won't crush any of the big ones when I put the thing in. Wow, there's tons of them. Okay, I think I'm just actually gonna dump them in, but they are huge. Like, I don't know quite how big they're supposed to get, but like, yeah, they're quite large. Here. Okay, so now I will just kind of spread this around. So I got these from Glassbox Tropicals, and it seems like it's a success. Last time I tried to get springtails, and well, I tried to get springtails off of Amazon, and I don't think that really worked as well. So there seems to be, it says 10 plus on the lid. Seems like there's many more than 10. And man, there's some big ones. So hopefully, I didn't really realize how much dirt there was in this cup, but I don't feel like mixing it around because I'm scared that I'll crush them. Like, here, this one's probably the biggest I've seen. Let's see if it'll climb up my finger. It's about the size of my thumbnail. It's very large. Yeah, that's like 3 times the size I've ever seen one. So now, I'm going, okay, so yeah, I sanitized these leaves in a video. They've been in my freezer just to make sure, so I'm gonna put these in. And then I also have lettuce leaves, and I think I need to break these up a little bit more. Yeah, they like to hide, so hopefully these leaves will provide cover, and I'll have leaf litter in the tank once I put them in there. So now I'm going to put some lettuce and see probably tomorrow or maybe later today if they've eaten any of it. Here, I'll break this up too, because with my experience the lettuce will just dry up, and then, well, maybe not dry up, but probably won't mold. It'll probably just kind of get dry like the leaves are. So now I'm gonna spray some water on them, make sure they're very moist, make sure it can get down to the lower levels, because it's pretty moist, the dirt they came in, but the dirt I had was not as moist. So now, that's basically it. They'll have nice air holes, and I'm not sure if I should keep them in a dark place or a more light place, but or a more lighted place. But I'll probably just keep them on my dresser, and I will update you how it goes. Guys, so I just got the 2 other things. So there's this thing, which, okay, it's not blurry anymore, sorry. This thing, which is an aquarium filter that'll be for my 20-gallon. Now, it's a sponge filter, and it was only like, what, like $8 or something like that. Just got a cheap one. It says made in China, so I don't know how well it works, but I will be trying that soon. And then I also got a ceramic heat emitter for my tanks, so then I don't have a light on at nighttime, which is very good, and half of it is in a different language, which is always good. That's how you know you bought the right thing. Anyway, see, this side, it's the other. Okay. This must be like, it must be sold in other countries just as well as America. But again, it was like a cheap one, and I didn't want to buy a super expensive one. And I just plugged it in. It's not actually in here. I just put it in the nighttime light thing and turned it on, and I will test how it is later. So I just wanted to show those two things. Now the last thing I need to do is get worms for the iguana's tank, and then I will have everything. So today I'm going to be starting sanitizing the dirt and stuff like that, and I'll make a separate video for that. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this now, but then I was kind of thinking, like, why not just add the filter in now? So I'm going to be taking this out, which I think you guys have seen me do before. It's covered in moss and stuff. Here, wait, let's take that off. Pretty sure the moss has grown onto it. Maybe I was wrong. Okay. And then take this thing. Hopefully my frog doesn't jump out. Okay. Put it inside of here. So I have a container here. And I have to, I'm trying to, if you don't remember this, this is the peanut butter jar that I tried to make into a filter. So let's take this off. These are real dirty. Hopefully this actually worked. And then here's a sock full of filter things. Here's a rock. Oh, jeez. Okay, so here's the filter stone. And I think to make, oh, this is gonna be impossible. So to make the thing that I got work, I have to take this filter stone off, or the air stone. And I have no idea how to do that. So I'm gonna try to do that now, I guess. Figure out, yeah, how to do that, I guess. I'll be right back. So here's what I'm gonna do. I have to take the air stone off, and I don't really know how to do that. So I'm just gonna cut off the tiny little bit of cord that's connected to. So here, just cut it, like try to cut it as straight as I can, right like that. And then, so then on here, this is the filter. It's bigger than I thought it would be, which is good. I wanted it to be big. And then it has a little thing to plug this into, which is what I will be doing now. I washed off the filter because literally it was just the filter in a box, and I was kind of confused. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to wash it off or not. So I did, just in case, you know, why not? I didn't like clean it or anything. That'd probably be bad, considering that it's a sponge. These are really hard to get on, and that's why I think you have to cut them off, because I don't think it's too possible to get it back off once you put it on. So just trying to put it onto there, get it on good, and then we will, oh shoot, oh shoot, okay, here, wait, I got it off. Okay, that's good. I just realized that there's this thing, and this thing has to go on, so I'm gonna set that right there, like that, and then put this on. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this on real good, and then I will put it in. I tried to scoop up some of the mulm that was sitting under the last filter made by me, which really wasn't a filter, I don't think. Don't think it did too much, but let's see if there's really a huge change when I put it in. Hopefully there will be. Really hoping. So I guess I'll just drop it in. It's already weighed down by thing. It's gonna take a second for, hopefully it won't stay floating. Here, wait. It wants to float. So at the moment, I don't really see much of a change. I think what I need to do is get all the air out of the filter, and then it will sink. Okay, I'm gonna leave it in here for a little while. As you can see, there's still a lot of air inside. I'm trying to get that out. I'm gonna leave it in here for a little while and see if there's too much of a change. Hopefully there will be. Okay, so I've definitely seen the filter work, but as you can see, there's a bunch of like mulm sitting back there. And I think the problem with the aquarium isn't the filter, it's that I don't do water changes with a gravel vacuum thing. The kind of thing that I use for this tank, I use just like scoop stuff out with just like a cup or whatever, and I think that's worked for me before because I've never fed a fish tank like this, because these fish eat so much that it's just insane. So there's so much stuff in here, like in a little area like that big, like if I touched it or whatever, stuff would come up to fill up the whole tank. So I think I'm going to be getting one of those soon, but yeah, I should be redoing this tank, so I should be able to wash all the rocks off when I do that. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put them in the comments below. And if you want more content, then subscribe. Have a good day.